What up, what up, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jazz. Welcome back to another Madden 25 franchise game. Now I know you guys look at the video like, yo, why is this so long? Well, we got to do some offline, not offline, but in-depth, I should say, franchise stuff to go on ahead and get you guys, you know, understanding how we roll in things over here in Arizona. So we're going to scoot on over to the right and go on ahead and show you our, you know, concessions, our tickets, our jerseys, our all that fun stuff that you know, we control as an owner. So one thing I definitely noticed that is very different from the other franchise is the fact that the concessions, I don't keep up with team stadiums and whatnot, so I don't know. So I go, you know, pay a visit to my main man, the Asian with the fries, who hates the fact that I go ahead and sell them for like $1. So so I go to concessions and I realize that I have 5 stars already available. Like, everything is already maxed out. So of course I'm, you know, slashing prices, because that's just what I do, people. I slash prices. I want you to have a nice, affordable welcome to the stadium. And I noticed, you know, with the Vikings, I didn't. I only had 1 star. Could only sell like peanuts and water. Here, I'm selling tacos and, you know, chicken fingers and you know, crazy stuff, shrimp and lobster. And I'm like, damn, I was not able to do that with the Vikings. So can definitely make a lot more money being able to sell so much more of everything. So you know, I bring the prices down a little bit of everything just to make it, you know, a little bit even more affordable. When we happen to do that, you know, of course, you know, with how retail works, you know, you got to be able to you know, I'm planning on making my money by volume, not by, you know, the amount. So, you know, I'd rather sell 10 at $10 than sell, you know, 1 at $75. You know what I mean? Because I would make more money selling 10 at 10. You know what I mean? So trying to make our money in volume here, folks. Trying to go on ahead and, you know, cut everything down a little bit, so hopefully we can go on ahead and sell a little bit extra. Somebody's, oh, that's a taco? Is that a fitted hat? Is that a jersey? Is that a mini helmet? Let me go ahead and scoop all of these up. So as you see, man, we're just cutting down on pretty much everything, man. We got Kaepernick jerseys, Willis jerseys. I believe you get 5 of your top players. So we got Kaepernick, Willis, Gronkowski, Dez Bryant, and Tavon Austin. Of course, leading the crew is Kaepernick, which usually the quarterback, you know, gets a lot of the fame and fortune, right, of most teams. So Kaepernick was our #1 most jersey seller. So you know, I thought that right there was fascinating. You know, I go to team revenue, I checked it out, and then I realized that the stadium, as I check out the tickets, everything was already good. I looked at the right, I looked at the tweets, and everybody already saying that, you know, they're a good deal. It's crazy because in Minnesota, the suites were like $300 and some odd dollars. Over here in Arizona, they're $500 a pop, man. It's crazy. So I really, like I said, I don't keep up with stadiums and whatnot. So once I went to stadium to see about all the upgrades and stuff like that, I realized that it's a brand new stadium. It's only like 6 or 7 years old. Everything is maxed out. Everything is, you know, level 5. Everything. Look at that. Look at level 5. 5. So everything is maxed out to the, you know, the maximum capacity of everything. So okay, maybe that's why I'm able to sell cotton candy and soft pretzels and all this other stuff that I wasn't able to do with the Vikings franchise. So so far in the season, so good. We are 2-0, and we've had brilliant performances by our defense. You know, Patrick Willis has been absolutely marvelous. Kaepernick, you know, not so good. So we're definitely looking to turn it around this game. I don't even think we have a touchdown thrown yet this year with Cap. I don't remember up to this gameplay. We'll find out as we go on ahead inside the game, and we take a look at our the lineups, and we'll take a look to see you know, what Kaepernick is looking like so far. So 2-0 on the year so far, and I definitely love the team we assembled. You know, we have really good linemen, good linebackers, good secondary. Offense, to me, it's stacked at every position. Offensive line is really bad, but they're doing a good job of being able to hold up. You know, nowhere near as good as the Vikings line, where my first 10 draft picks, I drafted like, you know, all 7 linemen or however many line was 5, but you guys know what I mean. But I drafted my lineman extremely early. Here I did not draft my line at all. I actually auto forwarded, and they end up picking my lineman. But they gave me decent linemen. A couple of mid to high 70s. Oh, okay, he has thrown a couple touchdowns. It was the last game where he didn't throw any touchdowns. So we're coming into the year, 2 touchdowns, 4 TDs. We definitely want to be able to hopefully change that. First play of the game, whoop! We got DeMarco Murray hitting the outside for a great gain. You know what? DeMarco Murray has a lot of speed, man. I got to definitely start running the ball a little bit more, getting it more comfortable. We got Chris Ivy right there. Actually gets shut down right there. So, right, we're taking a look at our offense right here. We got Des Bryant, man. We got Gronkowski. We got Momo. We got Tavon. I feel like we're stacked. I feel like we have just a tremendous offense that, can really be explosive with big plays. With Randy Moss and Des Bryant and Tavon Austin, those guys are really good with being able to well, not really Tavon, he's really a speedster, but Randy Moss and Des Bryant are 2 really big receivers who can get physical and have decent, pretty good speed. So, alright, we drop back. Yeah, we end up going to my big boy Gronk. Going to the Gronk over there in the out route. He is definitely my favorite go-to target in the game. Right there, he breaks the tackle. I thought I was going to be able to take it. Gronk is definitely my go-to target in this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. He's such a huge target with great hands, man. I want to be able to give him the ball as much as possible. Right, we run to the outside. Tiger! Right there. I did that by accident, man. I didn't even know DeMarco Murray could do it. As we go to the play action right here, we end up finding Des Bryant dragging over towards the middle. Like I didn't know. Hit him with the X! I did not know DeMarco Murray could do it, so that will be the first and last time I'm going ahead and try that with DeMarco Murray. I just wanted to do a stiff arm because every once in a while, even if you don't do the Tiger, you'll get an animation where you kind of continue to drag forward as your defender is kind of struggling to bring you down. So once he fell on the ground, I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. All right, we won't be doing that anymore. So here we go, taking a look at their offense, man, and the offense really isn't that great. Nothing that really that I feel like we don't have the ability to cage up. You know what I mean? They don't have, an overwhelmingly awesome offensive line or running back or wide receiver. So as we drop a pick right there, I definitely feel like we have, the counterparts to be able to stop them. So right here, we get the ball back after a punt. And like I said, this year I really want to be pass happy. I really want to be motivated passing the ball. So right here we go to the play action, and we end up going to my main man Tavon. And a lot of people are asking, yo, GS, why don't you have him at kick return? Well, damn, coming straight in for the plug. I don't want to put Tavon at kick return because I experienced with the Vikings some injuries, and he's too explosive. I need him. And look at big old Mode-Willis just coming through right for the A-gap for the second. Get over here. Just came straight through. And right there. That's so beautiful. No stuff you. Give it to me, baby. Right there. Look at my main man, D'Angelo Hall, coming through with the interception. Puts us in great territory to go on ahead and be able to score. We go with the read option, and Ivory ends up, was that Ivory? I couldn't really see, I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, we go to the makeshift with Murray, and he ends up just clean, straight walking right into the end zone with no issues, and we end up, feed me, Seymour, feed me, and we end up going up multiple possessions. And like I was saying, Tavon Austin is such an explosive wide receiver with great speed, good hand. Oh my god, look at that hit. Great hands, and if anybody's going to be sacrificed, I need Amendola to be sacrificed. I don't want Tavon running 112 miles an hour and taking a bad hit and he's gone. You know what I mean? We can't afford that. He's like I said, he's too explosive. So right here, man, Alex Smith, moving the ball just a little bit. Definitely playing on Madden gives you some troubles because they do cheese and they cheese often. Look at Patrick Willis he just mangled him. He straight mangled him. Patrick Willis is an animal in this game. Don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody please give the CPU link to my channel. Do not throw the ball my way. That right there is one of the few times you'll ever see a user getting an interception on the computer because they just cheese so much. And we got Momo, my main man Momo, who drops overall after every single game because he's aging. You know what I mean? But I I couldn't pass him up. Man. He's a veteran. You know, he's gonna be able to provide some leadership, and he definitely can be useful. You know, a big, tall, lanky receiver that I just want to be able to, you know, catch him in stride. And you know, he doesn't have that 97, 98 speed like the old Momo had, but Randy Moss, you know, he can put a little pep in his step, man. Definitely a good option. Right there, we tried a wide receiver screen, but they shut it down. 3rd and 14, we back up. We figure, why not just lob it up to Gronk? And it looks like it's starting. Look at big old Gronkowski coming through with the T-back. Rudolph in the Gronk spike. Right there, we go up 21-0. And more, you know, I'm definitely more impressed with my defense so far than I am with my offense. Just being able to do a very awesome job of being able to, you know, stop their run, stop their pass. You know, this team hits hard. We have hit power all over the place with Kerrigan and Willis, and then you have Elam and Reed at the safety positions, and they hit hard as well. So I definitely love the team we put together. You know what I mean? The only weak point is offensive line, and you know, so far I haven't really played against a really strong, dominant front seven. That right there might cause some issue. Well, it will, because my blocks probably aren't going to be able to hold up, which is going to force me to, you know, start getting rid of the ball early on passes, start, you know, putting myself in 2nd and 3rd and longs due to the fact that if I try running, it's probably going to get plugged up. So, you know, so far so good. You know, up 21-0 right there. Another interception, and right here I literally paused the game after that and checked to see if it was on Madden. And you can't, you know, because you can't change the difficulties. But I knew it was on all Madden by the kick meter. But the computer never makes that many mistakes, like ever. Like, I was really shocked to see the computer making that many mistakes. Right there, such a horrible throw. They usually don't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I can go 2, 3, 4 games without a turnover. You know, right here, man, we end up getting Greg the leg up in there, and that man with all that kick power makes that with absolute ease. So we end up going up 24-0, and it's just not looking good for him. You know, we're playing dominant defense. You know, we are able to go on ahead and really stop everything that they're trying, you know, to do thus far. Perfect example. Look at that. That's when you know things are going your way. You know, on a screen pass, the CPU just jumps up and bats it down. You know what I mean? Like, defense is playing out of this world, man. And with the defense playing like that, I really don't see me having too much. Get away, Cap, get away! I tried to throw it out of bounds, but it just wouldn't let me get rid of the ball. So 2nd forever, we try a makeshift just to try and make it, hopefully pick up some yards, make it a manageable 3rd down in situation, which I feel like it is. So let's see if we can be able to pick it up. We roll out, and we hit him with the skinny. Oh my God. Look at that vicious hit. And then Des Bryant gets injured. He's out for the game. And what sucks even more is that he's out for, I don't show it this game, but he's out for 5 weeks. I do not have Des Bryant for 5. Oh, look at that overthrow. The things are just not going their way. I don't have Des Bryant for 5 weeks. You know, good thing I definitely got myself a nice quadruplets of receivers in Amendola, Austin, which was Des Bryant, Momo. But, you know, I'll just be able to fill in the spot with Des Bryant, with Amendola, and because in pistol you can only go 4 wide. There's no 5 wide. So my 4 wide now is just going to change a little bit different. Instead of Des Bryant on the right, we'll have Amendola, and we'll put in Gronkowski in the slot. So look at this punt, man. I'm definitely getting better. You know, working on my punt game, trying to send my homeboy to the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to send him to Honolulu, Hawaii, or wherever. So excuse me if I don't know exactly where it's held, but right there they beat me over the top. Right there, I actually had a light blue over there, and Josh Gordon just ends up going on a streak, just booty butthole naked, wide open. Usually you got to pay $75 an hour to see somebody that butt naked. So they get their first score of the game. They actually go for onside, and of course they recover, right? Just so happens that the computer is going to go for onside and recover. It's such cheese, I tell you. I swear it's cheese. Smith on the right side. It's a fumble, and we recover, and he could go the way. Style on him one time, though. Like I said, man, Patrick Willis is an absolute monster. Came through and just released the beast. What you talking about, Willis? With a huge sack right up the A-gap, actually forcing the fumble, which we recover and take it into the end zone. I think this is my 2nd straight game with the defensive touchdown, man. all last year, Vikings, I don't think I had a touchdown defensively all year. I did. Damn, look at that hit though. I did in the Super Bowl by Daniel Manning. He got a pick 6, and that was my first defensive touchdown of the year. And so far, we've had one each game. You know, we had one week 1 with the scoop and score with Williams, and then this week we actually have, I believe it was Kerrigan who scooped that up. You know, don't mind me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Kerrigan went ahead and scooped that up. It's a fumble. I mean, look at all these things going my way. Look at Eric Reed, another defense touchdown. Whoa, stop celebrating. Stop playing. Damn, Gordon, you a hater, yo. You was a straight hater. So our defense has just been absolutely outstanding. Like, everything has been just beautiful. You know what I mean? They had trouble running. They had trouble passing. We locked them up. We put them in a cage, and we did not let go of the pressure all game long. As Patrick Willis comes with another sack. He had like 10 tackles week 1. This week, I think he had like 6. He had, you know, some more sacks. I believe he leads the NFL in sacks so far with like 8 or something like that after 3 games. You know, whenever I blitz him, whether it's from the side or up the middle, he screams. He's Momo. He screams, yo, and his block shed. He's like a M.U.T player, yo. Like that 99 overall. The dude is just so nasty, and I'm actually really glad that we went ahead and got him with our first round pick, because we definitely had a lot of trouble in season 1 being able to stop the run. And Patrick Willis by himself, he's always where the ball is. You know what I mean? Wherever they want to run, he could be on the opposite side of the field. He's so fast, so quick, so agile, with great acceleration that he'll just get to where he needs to in the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? He's just there making plays. So I definitely love having him, and I also love having Kerrigan, and I love a lot my safeties, Elam and Reed. You know, the 2 rooksters, they hit hard, man. And also love Smith too. With that 6'3", not too many passes have been able to get by him. You know, I'm the Kembe swatting everything with that man. He is just so damn tall, and it's really tough to get anything over him. So as you guys see, the game is coming to an end. Apologize for the extra long video, but like I said, man, I want to keep you guys updated with some of the in-depth franchise things that go on behind the scenes. So figure we're going ahead and showcase some of that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. As always, you guys already know I love each and every single one of you guys. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view the content. This was a straight routing. We just completely stomped all over the Saints. We had our way with them. We performed magnificently defensively. Offensively, we did really well. There is Kerrigan with the player of the game with the scoop and score. So that's it, man. Next week we actually head to I believe we're away to Tampa, and yep, it is. And the battle of the undefeateds. The battle of the undefeateds. It's your boy GS. I am out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.